Selena Gomez, younger and hotter than me. Let's talk about it.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
At T-Mobile, our critical mission is providing unparalleled 5G coverage for when connectivity is mission critical. Introducing T-Priority, America's best 5G network experience for first responders, even in times of congestion. More capacity, faster speeds, better coverage. T-Priority from T-Mobile, built for tomorrow's emergencies, ready today. Discover more at t-priority.com.
For qualifying organizations on eligible rate plans, coverage not available in some areas and may be impacted by emergencies.
How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we got some more Selena Gomez coverage because Selena Gomez actually dropped her album. Today, guys, we got Selena Gomez, Benny Blanco, younger and hotter than me. I mean, that's a true statement, I guess. If you're going through, I had an ex-wife and, hey, my ex-wife, she went through somebody who was younger and hotter than me. So, I definitely feel this pain. So let's get into this track, guys. I don't want to waste too much time here because I am a little disappointed with this track. So, starting off with my first point, let's talk about this instrumental. Now, look, this instrumental is sadly, and I really hate to say this, but this instrumental is very, very bland. This instrumental almost has nothing to it. Guys, the instrumental is the simple piano ballad beat. It's the simple piano ballad nothing. And y'all know how I feel about piano ballads. And I feel about piano ballad instrumentals when there's absolutely nothing done to them. And, it's 2025, and there's still pop music that is still coming out like this. Now, I know Selena Gomez has done it first. Has done this piano ballad stuff probably more than these other pop artists have done, but it still doesn't.
You've maxed out your 401k. You're contributing to an IRA and making some other investments. You're ahead of the game and doing well. But where do you go from here? The same old story can only get you so far. If you want a new take from a new type of financial professional, we invite you to get a fresh perspective beside an agent with the backing of New York Life. Insurance, investments, retirement, and more. Visit nyl.com to learn more. Investments are offered through registered representatives of NyLife Securities, LLC. Member FINRA SIPC, a New York Life company.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Forget the frustration of picking commerce platforms when you switch your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling wherever you sell. With Shopify, you'll harness the same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/tech.
Hey, it's Haley Steinfeld. When everything requires your attention, it can be tough to figure out what to prioritize. But I'm here to talk to you about something that you should always put first, your breast health. In fact, if you're 40 and over, you should be getting screened once a year. And if you're under 40, it's never too soon to visit yourattentionplease.com to learn about your breast cancer risk. So go on, pay the girls some attention and take the time to find out your breast cancer risk at yourattentionplease.com. Trust me, your future self will thank you.
Can you feel it in the air? That sudden shift of mood? It's the perfect time to shed the winter blues and experience the revitalizing qualities of driving a Lincoln. It starts with the Lincoln Spring Sales Event. So step outside and visit your local Lincoln retailer or Lincoln.com for some seriously mood-enhancing offers on current and past Lincoln models. Your transformation awaits. Learn more at Lincoln.com.
Change anything, guys. I think this instrumental is lacking something. This track is 2 minutes long, and 2 minutes long of the instrumental sounding absolutely the fucking same. Like, there is, like, just nothing that much to this track. And, you know, it's the simple piano ballad instrumental, and that's just kind of it. There's not much to it. I would honestly rather listen to something else than this. But, you know, we have to talk about, you know, the actual good stuff. Now, look, guys, I know I hate piano ballad instrumentals, but there is some good things to this track. You know, I like Selena Gomez's vocals in the beginning, and I also do like the beginning verse. I think the beginning verse is nice. I like those vocals. I like it how everything is sounding here. And I do enjoy the first verse, I will say that. There has just been other tracks, though, that just, you know, literally other Selena Gomez tracks, that singles we checked out, that she was really doing these flow vocal switch-ups, these flow switch-ups, to make the song really interesting. Because you can have emotional lyrics, you can have, you know, an emotional story behind your song, you can have all of that. A lot of pop artists have these, you know, sad piano ballad instrumentals. But like I always say, you can add something to these instrumentals, you know, just adding sad lyrics, or adding a sad tone, or adding, you know, that to the song. You know, you can add as much as you want there, but if the instrumental is sounding the same, sounding absolutely the exact fucking same throughout the whole entire song, that's going to be a problem for me. And even if you have a really good starting verse, this song always fizzles out for me. It always gets really boring for me. You know, these piano ballad instrumental pop songs, they always have a strong starting point, and it's like after the first hook, it's like they give up. And you can definitely hear that with this song. So, the hook. Let's talk about the hook. I think this hook is fine. You know, this hook, I just don't like the vocal style that this hook has, and I also don't like those background vocals on the hook. They're not really adding much to the track, and they're kind of, you know, making this track.
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Halliday. Halliday, bring it on.
In a way, it ends where it begins.
Very insightful.
Thank you for sharing this Red Baron with us, Linda. It's so tasty, it makes me want to share something of my own. I didn't actually read the book.
Me neither.
I watched the movie last night.
I judged it by its cover.
I haven't read a book since middle school.
I'm secretly seeing 2 other book clubs.
And I can't even read.
I'm not really Gary. He just paid me to be here. Sharing Red Baron pizza can lead to more sharing.
Experience a progressive lens engineered with AI from Essilor, powered by individual measurements of your visual behavior. A lens personalized to you by an Essilor expert. Discover Verilux XR Track and enjoy instantly sharp vision in motion and seamless transitions from near to far. Find your local Essilor expert today at Essilor.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can find options that fit your budget and potentially lower your bills. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Track even worse in my opinion, because they don't really sound good. They sound weirdly robotic, and they just kind of make the track just not, they don't make, it's not uplifting you, it's not adding anything to the instrumental. These background vocals are just here to make this sound a little bit different than the hook. Just make the song sound a little bit different than the hook, because guess what? The same flow from the first verse is in the hook too. So you have that same vocal style and that same flow. You know, just add some shitty ass background vocals and call it a day. I don't really like that in my opinion. So I think, you know, it's definitely missing that. It's missing a little something, and I think the things they did add, like those terrible-ass background vocals, it's just not adding anything good to the track. And the track gets worse, because this is what I mean. After the hook goes down, guys, it's like it's like if you were, in English class, they showed the climax, they showed the beginning, the middle, the climax, and then the fall off, the drop off. It's the same shit, basically, We have a good starting point. I will say the hook is not that good, but we'll just keep using it as an example here, and then we get into the second verse. Does the second verse really add anything new? Does the second verse make it where it's a second verse you want to go back to, or is it a second verse you want to wait for? Does it have any of those elements into it? And I would definitely say it does not. For some reason, and maybe it's just because, Selena Gomez, can only do so much on a piano instrumental. Maybe you can really only do so much on a ballad instrumental, but why do a simple piano instrumental if you are just going to kind of copy and paste the rest of the song? So, the second verse just sounds the exact same as the first one. And that is so boring. That just makes the track not really enjoyable at all. This isn't your grandma's homemade chicken pot pie that has all these layers, that has all this deliciousness. No, this is your fucking store-bought chicken pot pie that they try to add something to it, like some shitty-ass background vocals, and that's kind of it. You're not really getting a lot that I really enjoy here, so that's pretty disappointing. I really do appreciate, and that's why I'm not going to be, negative about the lyrics of the song or the story or the emotional, because I do like the lyrics. I do like the overall theming of the song. I think it's just missing a little bit something, it's missing the song factor. I would say the story of the song, the story and the lyrics of the song are definitely there, but the song factor of the song is entirely missing. So that is pretty disappointing. When we talk about this song, guys, Selena Gomez, Benny Blanco, Younger and Hotter Than Me, I think it's missing a lot. It's missing that piano switch up. I mean, I feel like you could go crazy with a piano. I feel like you can add something to a piano. You can make the piano sound actually, a little bit different, I just feel like there was just something missing in this track. And then, the first verse was, pretty good. I like the vocal style. I like how we're, slowly building up to this hook, but this hook builds up and this hook is not worth the build up at all. And then it just goes downhill because that second verse just doesn't hit, in my opinion. So, a little disappointing that I didn't really enjoy this song. But I would say if you like piano ballad songs, this is definitely the simple piano ballad pop song. I've covered it in the past. I've covered this same exact song in the past. And my 4 years of doing this, my 3 years of doing this, my 2 years of doing this, I've been covering this shit for quite a bit. And sadly, it just sounds like that. Nothing new. So I'm going to give this track like a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10, what'd y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know, let me know. Guys, thank you so much for listening. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications. We're dropping new content every single day. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Yeah, bye.